Let's be honest. You hit 50, and suddenly sleeping is no longer a peaceful, restorative bodily function. It is a full-contact, high-stakes sport. You go to bed hoping for a solid 8 hours of peace, but you wake up feeling like you just went 12 rounds in a heavyweight boxing ring. Your back is screaming, your joints sound like bubble wrap, and your short-term memory is so aggressively fried that you forget why you walked into your own kitchen holding a spatula.
I suffer from short-term memory loss.
You probably think this is just a normal, unavoidable part of aging. You assume your brain is just slowly powering down like a dusty 10-year-old laptop that can't hold a charge anymore. But that is completely false. Your cognitive decline isn't just getting older. It is a direct, measurable result of how you're treating your brain during the exact hours it is desperately trying to heal itself. Today, we're breaking down 5 massive, entirely preventable sleeping mistakes that are literally aging your brain at warp speed, and exactly how to stop doing them before you completely lose your keys, your memory, and your sanity. Let's start with mistake number 1, treating your neck alignment like a broken, cheap folding chair. Most people over 50 sleep on pillows that are either completely flattened into a sad, depressing pancake, or they stack 3 pillows so high that their chin is permanently glued to their chest like they're bracing for impact. When your cervical spine is forced out of its natural alignment, for 8 consecutive hours, you're physically kinking the vital garden hose that supplies oxygen-rich blood straight to your brain. This poor sleep alignment doesn't just give you a stiff neck that makes you turn your entire torso to look at someone. Medical studies show it actively restricts cerebral blood flow, leading to microscopic tissue damage over time. You are literally choking out your own brain cells while you dream. If you want to keep your cognitive function sharp and your memory intact, you absolutely need a supportive, ergonomic pillow that keeps your spine perfectly neutral, not a lumpy bag of feathers that makes you look like you're preparing to take a professional wrestling move. This leads us directly into mistake number 2, which is arguably the worst structural offense you can commit, sleeping flat on your stomach like you're bracing for an earthquake. You might think it feels comfortable and secure, but internally, it is a massive structural disaster for your neurological health. Deep inside your skull, you have a highly specialized network called the glymphatic system. Think of this system as the elite nighttime janitorial staff for your brain. When you fall asleep, this system opens up and actively flushes out toxic metabolic waste. Specifically, a dangerous sticky protein called amyloid-beta, which is heavily linked by neuroscientists to rapid cognitive decline, memory loss, and dementia. But here is the massive catch. The glymphatic system heavily relies on gravity and proper spinal posture to drain that literal brain garbage out of your head. When you sleep on your stomach with your neck violently twisted to the side so you can breathe, you completely pinch off those vital drainage pathways. The janitor physically can't do his job, so you wake up with yesterday's toxic waste still floating around inside your skull, leaving you with severe morning brain fog, a massive headache, and the cognitive processing speed of a dial-up modem. Mistake number 3 is turning your bedroom into a sweltering tropical rainforest. So many people crank up the thermostat because they hate feeling even slightly chilly, essentially choosing to sleep inside a humid reptile terrarium. But human biology absolutely hates this environment. In order for your brain to successfully drop down into the deep, slow-wave sleep stages, the exact crucial stages where memory consolidation, cellular repair, and physical healing actually happen, your core body temperature needs to drop by at least a couple of degrees. If your room is too warm, your brain physically cannot cross that thermal threshold into deep sleep. It stays trapped in light, highly fragmented sleep stages all night long. This means your memories from the day are never properly filed away into long-term storage, and your brain never gets to hit the refresh button. The exact scientifically proven ideal room temperature for optimal deep sleep retention is between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, or 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. If you are sleeping in an environment any hotter than that, you aren't resting. You're just gently, slowly baking your brain in a casserole dish. Mistake number 4 involves that undersung nighttime beverage you think is helping you unwind after a long day. I am talking about the ritualistic evening glass of wine or the heavily spiked nightcap. You've been aggressively lied to by alcohol marketing campaigns. Yes, Alcohol is a central nervous system depressant, which means it will definitely knock you unconscious much faster. But being completely unconscious is not the same thing as being deeply asleep. Alcohol acts as a massive chemical wrecking ball to your REM sleep, which is the critical dream state where your brain processes emotional regulation, anxiety, and complex problem solving. When you drink alcohol right before bed, your brain is forced to completely skip REM sleep for the entire first half of the night, while it tries to filter the poison out of your liver. By the time the alcohol finally wears off at 3 AM, your brain goes into a state of absolute chemical panic, jolting you wide awake with a massive cortisol spike and leaving you staring at the dark ceiling with high, unexplainable anxiety. You aren't getting deep restorative rest. You're just passing out and suffering mild chemical withdrawals every single night. Swap the alcohol for a cup of chamomile tea or a glass of tart cherry juice if you actually want to protect your fragile neurons. And finally, mistake number 5, treating your bedtime like a randomized lottery drawing. Going to sleep at 10 PM on a Tuesday, completely crashing at 8 PM on a Thursday, and then staying up until 2 AM on a Saturday completely shatters your circadian rhythm. When you were in your 20s, you could get away with this. But as you cross 50, your brain permanently loses its biological elasticity. It can no longer magically bounce back from what sleep scientists call social jet lag. When your sleep schedule is all over the place, your brain's internal master clock gets so deeply confused that it completely stops releasing melatonin at the right times, permanently damaging your ability to get to sleep naturally. You're constantly forcing your brain to change time zones without ever leaving your house. So fix your horrible spinal posture, cool down your sweltering bedroom, ditch the toxic nightcap, and pick a strict, non-negotiable bedtime. Stop torturing your brain like it owes you money. If you woke up feeling tired, sluggish, and forgetful today, that is your aging brain begging you to hit the subscribe button. Fix your sleep environment, respect your glymphatic system, and I will see you in the very next video.